my sociology class. Cleared it too. Perfect A. Man, the stuff that I said in that joint, even though it made sense, had to be only about 3, maybe 4 pages worth, bro. We had the whole year to do it too. We had the whole year to do a 10-page. You didn't have to. It wasn't like a moment thing. You had the whole year.
Yeah.
I did it like 2 days before. Cram that junk real quick. 10 pages. Like my sources, all that.
We're just gonna give everybody a few more minutes to get up in here. Y'all keep talking. Yeah. Y'all good.
Oh no, that was
what you mean other people? You mean viewers, or you mean we got guests?
Cause viewers, cause we a little bit early.
We 2 minutes early.
Hey Scott, shut your ass. Don't be a douche.
Oh man. I don't even know what we don't have that much to discuss this week, right? I mean, we just gonna discuss.
No, actually, this was a little pretty busy week this week, bruh.
Okay.
This was a pretty busy week.
All right.
Up on.
Man, this is Scott, how's everything up in New York? Is it cold up there?
Yeah,
it's all right, you know. Got my big winter coat on, but it's not too bad, man. You know.
You got your butters on too? Got your butters?
You stupid.
You got your butters on.
Oh, speaking of butters, I gotta send y'all. It's this post I saw on I think it was Instagram. It's between Instagram or Facebook. But this dude, it wasn't about. It was about what he was wearing, but it was more about the person commentating. He was singing a song about this man's what he was wearing. It was so hilarious. But my man, Timberland blouse. Oh my god! That don't. Yeah, Scott. He had Timberland blouse. So at the top of the neck part, instead of it being a collar, it's a Timberland shoe tied up, son, and a blouse down with the shoulder straps down.
Oh my
Timberland
god!
blouse.
And it's a man.
I cried. Yes. I cried laughing. I showed my coworkers, bro. We was having a ball. That shit was hilarious.
Oh
bro.
my goodness.
Wasn't even about the blouse. Forget the blouse. They can keep that part. But it was just what the dude was saying over the blouse. That was funny, man. Oh my goodness. Keep the blouse. And one of my coworkers said, "Oh, a New Yorker must be wearing that."
A New Yorker must be wearing that. Man. Y'all funny. Hilarious. Okay. Welcome to episode 11 of Blerd Talk. Yay! 1-1. Woo! I'm your host with the most, Josh. And the rest of you ass clowns can go.
What's up? This is
Scott.
Yeah, you know, it's Mr. Nuisance, aka Scott, for what? This is my 10th episode. So let's do it. I'm ready.
Right.
J-Rob. It's
Gentlemen,
my fault. I did it.
We got some things to talk about this week, y'all. Okay. Everybody take a deep breath. We're going to get into the WandaVision later on. Okay.
I deep breath real quick.
So my first go round is that they have made the cast for The Last of Us. Okay? I don't know if y'all know, but The Last of Us is supposed to be coming to HBO, and they got some people to play the parts. And I'm just gonna say I'm okay with the cast, and then I'm gonna give you my recommendation. So your boy Pedro, the man who's gonna, my man's from the Mandalorian, he's gonna be Joel.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go into that, and then the girl from I don't know.
Season 2 he dies.
Huh?
I said, so we know in season 2 he dies.
Right, basically. Hopefully, right. Hopefully, the girl from Game of Thrones, Bella Ramsey, is gonna play Ellie. So she was the girl that led the house, and she was one of the main people that led the house in the North. In Game of Thrones, she's a good actress.
I ain't watching.
She's a good. You haven't watched Game of Thrones? Oh shit!
Not 1 second.
Oh my god!
I've seen a few seconds, so, so
I've never seen a second. I lied to you not. I've never seen a second.
I've seen
Maybe
it,
like
I've
a
walked
meme.
in.
Oh my god!
Not even in the. I just know it's dragons and then some medieval stuff, but that's all I know. I don't know names. I don't know what's.
Well, I would tell you, she's a great actress. She nails that part in Game of Thrones. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. You know who I would have loved to play Joe and Ellie? This Hugh Jackman and the girl that played in Logan. That would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. That would have been the perfect cast.
You think Hugh Jackman would do that?
Why wouldn't he? He did Wolverine. Why wouldn't he play?
Logan is the mutant version of the Last of Us. I mean,
literally though.
Not the character, not so much the character, but like maybe for TV.
Yeah, that doesn't go past me. That Hugh Jackman would not do that. That doesn't go past me.
Okay. All right.
So what, you think he wouldn't do that?
I don't know. You're the one that started everything off where I'm listing my recommendations like the producers and the casting directors are listening.
I just like to give my opinion. Because as far as I'm going right now, I'm not saying movies are dead, but TV is the future. If the COVID has taught us anything, you can make the same production on TV that you can in movies. So I don't see people turning down roles just because it's a TV show. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at it, look how big Game of Thrones was. Game of Thrones is huge. Man, look at WandaVision. Look at WandaVision. So yeah, I feel some kind of way about that. Both of them are great picks for the show, but I was just like, I would have loved to see this, but I don't get paid to do that. I just give my recommendation because I don't get paid for that. I don't get paid for that.
I just give my recommendation.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fences with Last of Us only because I'm ignorant to it completely, game and all of it. So it's different from. I feel like I'll be able to watch the show easier. I'll be able to digest the show easier with never playing the game as opposed to playing the game because I'll probably be like, "This is a terrible casting," oh my god. But this would be my first introduction into seeing Dolan, the girl, unless I buy the game. But I don't plan on.
And I'm going to tell you, the game is really good because it's not just about the infected. It's the people. The people. It really shows you how cold-hearted people are. It's like the best thing about zombie movies. It's the reason why The Walking Dead is good because you're not really focused on the zombies. We know they're there. It's the story that the humans are going through in that. So that's why I feel like, that's going to be legit. It would have to be dark because because The Last of Us is pretty dark. It's pretty dark. So it would have to be that. But other than that, I think it's good. I have no, things about it. So I just would have loved to see that as, the cast. I would have just loved to see if they did that. I mean, I know why they pulled Pedro. He's hot right now. What my man Will Ferrell say? Oh, that Derek Zoolander, he's so hot right now. They just pulled him out. And don't get me wrong, he's earned that spot because he is a good actor. So yeah, the girl from Game of Thrones, she's really good. She nailed her role in Game of Thrones, like nails it. So yeah. All right. I just like to see certain things. This is where I wish we could just open up a studio and we could just do our own casting because I would love to just be able to do that.
Tom Welling would star in every damn movie.
Pretty much. Tom Welling every time. Tom Welling. In fact, we gonna redo Smallville with Tom Welling. Just redo the whole thing with Tom Welling. We do the whole thing.
Hey, you know what? What's crazy before you get into your next topic or segment is that after Smallville, I was like, this man about to be on fire. He was on a pretty decent show for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And then it was like I guess I heard that he took himself out the limelight. He did like a few movies here. They're cheap about a dozen.
Yeah. And
About a dozen.
And I can see why he did that though, because
Okay, movie, by the way. That was okay.
And then he was on Lucifer for a little bit.
But he's actually good on Lucifer. I like Lucifer is actually all right. Well, I haven't, from the bits and pieces I've seen, I need to really watch the whole thing of Lucifer.
I think he's like the he played like the captain or something the time he was on it. But yeah, I saw it just to see how he was. But he's still like this big brolic. I mean, he's a pretty tall, like 6'3", 6'4". Yeah. But anyway, it was good to see him. So I had high hopes, still have high hopes, but I think he's doing stuff behind the scenes anyway, like producing and directing. So shout out to him. Yeah. Just because,
it's Tom.
High school, college.
All this. Somebody
save. I feel my wings have broken in.
That damn theme song. I was rocking with it every time.
That song was the business.
When you had the option to like skip the intro on these streaming services,
never skip the intro. Never skip the intro.
I never do.
You never skip the intro. You never skip the intro on Smallville, X-Men. You never skip those intros. You never skip those. You let them.
The X-Men animated series, right?
The X-Men animated series.
And I found myself towards the end of the Spider-Man animated series. I got tired of the whole, Aerosmith guitars, but X-Men,
you gotta let that thing ride out.
Gotta keep it. Gotta keep
it.
Facts.
Disney's kicking ass and taking names. They fired your girl.
What happened?
The girl from the Mandalorian.
From Mandalorian. I read that.
Yeah.
But a lot of people called that. A lot of people called that when she made those comments like last year.
Yeah, she was wilding.
It was people were calling for that for a while, and the stuff that I saw, it was like, okay, you can be for Trump. Mm-hmm. You can have your affiliation, but when you start making certain comparisons and just like outwardly like attacking people and specific people, then or certain groups of people, then things will happen. And freedom of speech is still
your thing. Yeah,
you can still do your thing, but the producers can
do it. And by the way, we were talking about Gina Carano.
To not renew your contract, they can choose to replace you.
Yeah,
Carano.
Carano, thank you. Gina Carano, thank you so much. So she's gone. But like you said, that was something that we saw coming sooner or later. I mean, first of all, it's Disney. Disney not about that. You're not going to do anything that's going to mess up my money.
No controversy over here.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're not going to leave that somewhere else. Leave that. You can take that shit. They like this. In fact, they was like, take that shit over to Instagram. We don't want to hit. We don't want to hit. That's not for that. So they let her go. Okay, they let her go. And like I said, I saw it coming. I just knew sooner or later it was going to happen, and Disney just pulled the trigger. This was the post that she did. It was reckless. It was reckless, and they had to operate. They was like this. I know somebody, and I know there's somebody who literally monitors. Everybody has a PR person. Their job is to look at tweets, Instagram, things, and all that. I know the PR
These
person
people
was
are hiring the wrong people in their group and section. They PR publicists, whatever, they're supposed to monitor their social media activity. They are doing a horrible job.
Yeah.
It's like, whether it's a president or whether it's an actress, again, and also in this whole frame of mind that I'm still in, same thing with the Ray Fisher, with the Gina Carano. Yeah, she was a popular UFC. She was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Is
she alright?
But
you slicing it. She alright. She alright.
But hey,
she alright.
Hey, I watch UFC or women UFC.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh my
God. Sort of the same like as the Ray Fisher is like she's known. Mm-hmm. Well, she's known. She's known. What I was gonna say is she's more well known than he was at his time of Justice League. Even now,
X.
Yes.
So from the fighting, and then she got publicity from being attractive while being a fighter, and then retiring, and then moving on to acting. But she still wasn't like where you can just say reckless stuff, because there's some who say reckless stuff and it's just like, oh, crazy person. Oh, that's just them being them, Kanye. But that's just them being them, or we would just put them in that corner. No, there's some people that's gonna like dedicate time and put in extra effort. Oh, you're not that big. You're not Helen Mirren.
Untouchable.
We're gonna come at
untouchable.
Yeah. And the whole thing with the petitions and stuff. Remember, I was telling you about again, different issues. The whole petition that people were voicing, their opinions on they should remove her from Star Wars family and all that stuff.
I remember that.
I was thinking when I was reading that, the whole thing with, even though again different circumstances, the whole thing with like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and the whole petition thing. So sometimes the whole write a petition and voicing your opinion and you're strong of how, again, but different circumstances. One is like abuse, the other one is like outwardly doing dumb shit that you probably shouldn't have written. But sometimes the perception could be stronger than what you may think it is.
Yeah. And in fact, it's funny you said that. What's the dude you just mentioned with Ray Fisher? Whedon.
Joss Whedon.
Did you hear about him and Michelle Trachtenberg? So apparently, he created Buffy. He created Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Well, apparently,
Joss Whedon, yeah,
there was something. Her and Sarah Michelle Gellar spoke out on him this week, saying,
"Hold on.
Euro trip.
Hold on.
Harriet the Spy.
Right.
Michelle Trachtenberg, the girl from Euro Trip, aka Harriet the Spy.
Yes, her.
Yes.
Boo boo. Yeah, she is bad.
I'm with you, Scott. I'm with you, Scott. You already know, Scott. You already know, Scott.
Don't need to hear it. Hey. I take her side.
There it is. Done deal. That's the same thing I said. I was like, done deal. It's done. Well, apparently, she said this week that he was not allowed to be alone with her on set because of his behavior. I don't know what that entails. I don't know. It didn't say nothing about him being, touching. It didn't say nothing about that. So, yeah.
But even though, but the thing is, we believe Ray. We believe Thatchenberg. But Ray, don't say the president's thing. You could have left that part out.
I was going to say that because I want to tell you what's going to happen now. So everybody, and even I didn't say we did it on the show. We said Ray got his win with Whedon. He got his win with Whedon. He got it. Okay. Now, if that was the case with the other guy, he should have went around the proper channels, went to WB first, told him all this. Now, if he did go to WB first, they didn't respond. That's a whole nother issue. That's a whole nother thing with DC and WB. If they went to him and they didn't do it,
have a paper trail. Like you go show trail. That you went to them. If they don't respond, then you can say, "Oh well, this didn't happen." Yep. But don't just go straight to the media, media, or social media, and then.
And I actually, it's not that I don't believe neither one of them. But here's the thing: I guarantee more people are going to start looking at it now because, like a white person has said it about
you say white people are going to start paying attention now.
It's real though. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like, because
wait. What you saying? You saying white people didn't care about Ray Fisher before?
I'm saying that nobody's paying attention to Ray Fisher because he was black, but now since a white woman has said it, it's really going to get looked into now. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm just telling you what it is.
And I just made sure to double check after Thatchenberg said what she said. Sarah Michelle Gellar came out also.
Thatchenberg. Hold up, it's Michelle Trachtenberg.
Okay, whatever, Scott. We sorry we messed up your girl's name. We sorry we messed up your girl's name.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
Put some respect on
but
Michelle's
now Sarah
name.
Michelle Gellar. Love that girl. Bro.
Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, she bad.
Harriet the Spy, bro. Hey, Harriet the Spy
Man.
was lit, bro. That show was so lit.
No. Road trip. Road trip where she was.
No. It was Euro trip.
Euro trip, right? Euro trip,
man.
Excuse me.
Every time they went into the tunnel, excuse me. Y'all, this is some big news right here. Face Off is getting a sequel. One of the best action movies ever. Hey, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Come on, y'all. Look, but here's the good news. Here it is, though. Hear me out. The director said that it's going to be a direct sequel. It's not a remake. It's a direct sequel to the 1997 movie.
Okay. Because this is literally one of my top 3 favorite action films in film period of all time.
Face Off is a classic action movie.
You good looking.
In fact, that's where I first heard about what was it, Gone in 60 Seconds? No. Or was it Con Air? I can't remember, but I remember Nicolas Cage when that came out at Blockbuster. I remember my dad bought it, rented it, so we can watch it. I'm like, this is the greatest movie of all time. Face Off was the business,
bruh.
The twists and turns.
Here's my thing.
Oh my gosh.
Here's my thing. This movie, I would not have minded. I don't want to call it a remake, but a different take. Maybe different characters, maybe different circumstances of why the face came off. However, for it to be a direct sequel,
but they're old now, so I don't know.
Not only are they old, so Nicolas Cage is not dead. Or if they want to twist it up, he can get into beef with his adopted son, the other Troy. He adopted. But I just need to see what the script about to be about before I jump head first into Face Off 2.
That thing is in my queue. I got to rewatch it because I forgot the ending. I can't remember. I've seen it so many times, but I cannot remember the ending.
He adopted his son.
He adopted Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, John Travolta,
right.
Yeah, John Travolta went back to his face, and then after Nicolas Cage character died, no, because they kept switching. So he went back to his face, and then after Nicolas Cage died, and the woman Gina, I remember her, took his son or brought his son in the family.
Right.
Okay,
right.
Because the son was good. It was like he had no problem. He wasn't like showing.
Right, exactly. The son was good. So, but that's good news, y'all. A direct sequel, not a remake. No, nothing like that. A direct sequel. Now,
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But here's the thing. You would listen. Just a few of. Nicolas Cage has been in some good movies in the 90s and 2000s, like some great movies.
Did you see Mandy? Did you see Mandy? Did you watch?
No, I haven't seen Mandy. No,
Mandy was good. People were sleeping on Mandy. Mandy was good. I have seen a lot of Nicolas.
I seen The Knowing, and that movie was like.
Did you see Next? The one where he could see a couple minutes into the future? That shit was good.
Next was okay.
Yeah, I like Next. Cool. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen too many. The last Nicolas Cage movie as him starring in, I mean, not say last one I seen him in because I seen him in Kick-Ass, was Wicker Man, which was a horrible.
Wicker Man was terrible though. Wicker Man was bad. that wasn't his fault.
But I haven't seen his straight to DVD movies. I know he's been doing a lot of not straight to DVDs, but a lot of low key independent films. He just released one a couple days ago.
And I keep seeing them. They keep popping up in Hulu. I'm like, I don't want that commercial.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I want to see that one too.
Hey, do what you do.
I haven't seen none of them.
Hey, nobody says nothing. Hey, nobody says nothing to Samuel L. Jackson. He's in those big budgets, but he's still putting out those straight to DVDs, B movies on Netflix and or on demand or whatever.
Facts.
Yeah, I ain't. Oh heck no, I'm not. I'm definitely not knocking.
So I'm really curious to see. I really want to see that. Like I was psyched when I read that. I was like, oh my god.
You know what? I'm since it's a direct sequel. What I'm looking forward to is the story and what are they going to bring to the screen? That's going to tell a story. Their sons or now what story are they going to bring? Because somebody's face got to get switched.
Somebody's face has to get switched.
I want his face.
He was like, I want his face. Yo, that movie was so damn good, bro.
Man, do I call him by the actual person who they were or who they weren't? How do I do this? Do I say John Travolta as Nicolas Cage or? Well, anyway, when Archer was in there getting high with, when Archer is Nicolas Cage and he was about to cry because he was just like. Damn. They was like, yeah, you want to go, you want to go kill Sean Archer? How you want to do it? He talking about, I know his wife. The code is his dead son's birthday. I'm like, dang, this is fucked up.
But
I love that movie.
Even when John Travolta comes to the house and he sees his wife and he like, yeah, what's up, shorty? What you doing, son? He like, yeah, what you doing, baby? And but he's really Nicolas Cage. Hey, so that movie was a hard body.
Yeah. That movie, it came out, 96, 97? Yeah, and at the time, I was like, whoa. But now you think about it, it's like 20, 23, 24 years later, it's like, they really made this. They really made this.
But see, you gotta look at the time. For back then, that was a grade A movie. For back then, that was a grade A movie.
And I saw Face Off live when it first came out. And it's funny to watch it later on and realize that it's a 3-hour movie. Yes. And you don't even
realize. Don't even realize.
Not even notice it. Bro,
yeah, that's lit, boy.
3 hours.
Yeah, that movie was
Face
like
Off is 3 hours.
Yeah. I never paid attention to the time. See, when it's a good story,
you don't pay attention.
When it's a good story, you don't care.
You don't care.
I kept hearing, like, what was it? The first Avengers Infinity War, when they say it's like almost 3 hours. And the weeks and months leading up to it, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be dreading. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna miss something. As it's happening, I was just like this. I didn't get up. I was just because I was intrigued the whole time.
Well, first of all, you lying because you can't sit like this in the movie theater unless you got the little table in front of you. So were you really like this in the movie theater, Scott? You lying like shit.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't at Hoffman where a rat jumped in my lap.
Hey, Jason, did we ever tell you about that?
No.
So me and Scott,
I mean, you might have, but I don't remember.
Me and Scott went to go see Cabin in the Woods at Hoffman. So
wow.
It was a great movie. Great movie.
Cabin in the Woods was a great movie.
Yeah. It's fire.
We sitting in there and we hear like that. we hit the girl behind us. So it was the back row behind us, and then we were in the next row down.
Hell.
No, fuck no. She jumped up. The mouse ran in Scott's lap. It ran in Scott's lap. I was like, I said, oh my God. I was like, ew. The mouse ran in Scott's lap. And you best believe I went right to Hoffman. I went right to the people at the customer store. I was like, hey, look, a mouse just ran after the movie. I went in after because I didn't want to miss the rest of the Cabin in the Woods. We went after.
We just moved seats until the movie was over.
And then
no, this is what we did. We went to where the rails were and we kept our feet
on
up.
the rails, right? And then remember, Scott, we ended up getting our money back too. We ended up getting our money back. We told the manager, hey, yo, look, a mouse just ran past and that shit wild. And he was like, man, look, you gonna feel lost some money. Get your money back real quick. I was like, hey, bro. When the girl jumped up, her man was like, girl, sit down. He was wilding. That shit was funny.
Yo,
everybody in the movie was looking back at us. That shit was funny.
Oh, hell.
That shit was hilarious.
Oh, man. That shit was hilarious. That's great, bro.
Okay.
That is great.
Good stuff coming up now, y'all. WandaVision.
Wait, before you get into that.
Okay.
Just a few hours ago, I rewatched, but I think that was her first time, watched Avengers Age of Ultron. Was it horrible?
No, it's not.
It's not horrible.
It's not what people like. People claim that it was really bad. It's really.
It's not Iron Man 3 bad.
No, definitely not. Nothing may be just Iron Man 3 bad.
No. Shout out to James Spader as the voice of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
That man was, the introduction of Wakanda and Claw in it early on, and like thinking back, I don't remember that. Like that was what 7, 8 years ago. I didn't remember that was an introduction, but I was like,
yeah,
they did Quicksilver dirty. They really did.
Because Days of Future Past, Quicksilver kicked his ass. He was a better actor. It was a better movie and a more classic of a movie. Literally, Days of Future Past was just amazing. They both came out close to the same time. Kicked their ass. That's what I meant.
Hold up. At the same time? They came around at the same time?
I don't know. Close, because the big debate was about how both studios was using Quicksilver in their respective movies.
Right.
And I think Age of Ultron came first. I think Age of Ultron.
I think it did come first. I think Age of Ultron was like maybe 2012 or 13, and then like Days of Future Past was like 14. I can't remember offhand, but I like that. I like the Quicksilver. He was kind of it's whatever.
Did you notice Ultron in one of the scenes they did one of them like messed up quick edit effects type of thing? Like it looked like they cut something out of the scene. Did you see that part in Age of Ultron?
Wait, say it again. My bad.
I said, did you see?
Tell her to stop making you laugh on camera.
No. She said the one in Age of Ultron is more attractive.
She might have a point though. She might have a point because Days of Future Past anyway. But I said, did you see in one of the scenes of Age of Ultron? For Ultron scene, there's a quick cut clip. Like it looked like there was something missing, so they quick cut it to edit it to make it look like one flowing scene. Did you catch that part of Age of Ultron?
No.
Did you see that?
No.
I'll find
if it was within the first hour, then I probably didn't because I kept.
I'll find it and show it to y'all, and y'all can see it. This was an Age of Ultron scene, and it's like he says one thing, and it looked like it's you know how they do one of them quick cuts, and you can tell that something was edited
seamless?
Out. Nah, it wasn't seamless.
He said it wasn't seamless. Yeah,
I caught that easy. The Age of Ultron, man. I mean, yeah, man.
So, I don't think Age of Ultron was so bad like people say it is.
It's a tie between Iron Man 3 and Age of Ultron for me. I don't know which one was worse. To be honest. You know what? I'll take it back. No.
Iron Man 3.
You know what? I'll take at least Ultron. Ultron was fine as a villain. He was great. I liked him. I just didn't like everything around it, but
like
he was great as a villain.
And all the back.
Yeah, I take that back.
Why would his base of operation be in Sokovia? Like, why there? Why not?
Yeah, right. But I enjoyed Age of Ultron. I enjoyed Ultron. That was a movie that had a great villain, but the rest of it wasn't executed properly. Iron Man 3 though.
Terrible.
I mean, we went to go. I was appalled.
Man, I'm pretty sure
we were appalled. I think we almost left. We almost left, right?
This close to walking out of Iron Man 3. We was probably this close to walking out of Iron Man 3. In fact, the
if
scene
I remember
when they fucked up the Mandarin, me and you lost it. We was like, "Are you kidding me? We lost it. We lost it right there.
Loud.
We lost it.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, we lost
Y'all
it
said,
right there.
Oh hell no!
We lost it.
I said, "Yo,
we lost
whole
it.
time Mandarin's a goof."
Right, he a damn goofball. That was wild.
I turned off. I turned. Oh god.
So I'm gonna go ahead and because Scott, I know you got a lot to say because you were absolutely right this episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my WandaVision stuff out the way now. Okay. And here's what I gotta say. So, first of all, let's just go ahead and blessings up to Marvel. Blessings up to Marvel because everyone, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Vision, had their original costumes or a like of their original costumes from the comic book. Mm-hmm. Even Wiccan and Speed. Had theirs. Well, Speed not so much, but you know, Quicksilver, he had the Quicksilver get up, so I can stand behind that. I'm going to go ahead and say we all know now how Monica is gonna get her powers. We all know how now.
Shout out to Ming.
Shout out to
Ming.
Ming called it. Ming called it. So that's how she's gonna get her powers, because it's changing her DNA. So that's how she's gonna get her powers.
Ming, if you ain't watching, I hope that the next time you crack a crab leg, there's no crab meat in there.
No crab meat, you trifling bastard. So that's how that's how Monica's gonna get her powers done. I was very pleased, and Scott, you were right, because the minute Vision walked out, he was help me. he was and Wanda,
Scott for 3.
Scott hit the 3. Okay, from downtown. From downtown. Okay. Now everybody's Wanda to expand it. The hex, she done expanded it now.
Got her mad.
She didn't.
Or whoever is supercharging her mad too.
Well, see, I'm with y'all that somebody is doing it. I'm with you, but I still think I keep wanting to call her Wanda a Scarlet Witch. I still think that Scarlet Witch is powerful enough to do this on her own. Yes, Jason.
Remember when the doorbell rang and Quicksilver at the door, she said, "It wasn't me. I didn't do that. You think it's me. No, this time it's not me."
Yeah, she did say that.
Vision said, "You don't believe me?" And Vision didn't answer.
That is true. That is true. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. So I was very pleased with this episode. I was more pleased with their actual with their outfits more than anything. And now because that just brings so much. It's somebody from Marvel is actually reading the comic books. And not only that, I liked how Speed noticed, okay, he's a speedster like Quicksilver. So he's like, oh, I'm fast. And even Wiccan didn't know his yet. But even Wiccan was like, Mom, I can hear Dad. He's in trouble. So, and it was even funny because Wanda actually tells him, I need you to focus. So she already knew what his power was, because she was like, I need you to focus. Tell me where he is, So I thought that was cool. I already said Monica about giving. Oh, I am 100% convinced. I am 100% convinced that the engineer they're going to bring is Reed Richards. I'm 100%. There is no doubt in my mind now. The only surprise is who Reed Richards is going to be. That's the only surprise. Now, everybody's been asking for my man, Emily Blunt's husband, even though Emily Blunt is bad. John
Krasinski.
John Krasinski. Now, do I think it's going to be him? It could be. And you know what? Okay. Because think about this. Why wouldn't it be him and Emily Blunt? Because she could literally play Susan Richards or Suzanne, whatever her name is.
I mean, you would hope so. I know this is you would hope so, but here's the thing. This is the beginning of a new phase.
Correct.
I mean, you better be ready for 10 or so years of this
filming.
commitment.
Yeah. But I told y'all from that episode when Wicked and Speed first got in, I told y'all they were setting up the new phase of Marvel. I knew it. I knew they were setting that up, because why bring Wicked and Speed into it? They become like the Young Avengers or something like that. So I just knew right there. So there's no doubt in my mind that we will see Reed Richards on WandaVision.
In one of these last 3 episodes.
In one of these last 3 episodes, we will finally see Reed Richards. We said it here first on Blerd Paradox. We've been calling this show from day one, okay? We're going to see Reed Richards. I just don't know who Reed is going to be. I would like it to be John. I would like it to be him. And I would like Emily Blunt to be
Sue Storm.
I would love that. There is no doubt I would love to see that. Okay? And if I had my way, I would even say they wouldn't even introduce the Fantastic Four. They'll mention them. They'll mention Ben and Johnny, but they won't show them yet. But I would take they would show both Reeds. I'm 100% about that. I'm calling it. I said what I said. WandaVision is literally getting better with every episode. Every episode, it gets better and better. I even have a newfound art or glory for the girl that plays Agnes. Because, you know, I always see her in comedies, and she was only in like one show, I think it was Transparent, where she was, where I was taking her kind of serious. And I was like, damn, she's actually a good actress, you know, like her acting this week when, you know, when Vision snapped her out of it. And then like, even with Vision, like Marvel, I said it a million times, Marvel does everything so, I mean, not everything. They have their flaws, but it's flaws that you can get over. Mm-hmm. Like the acting. I know we really underestimate acting. I think I really, and Scott, just from seeing you when you acted that part for me and your little thing, the way you changed and how your acting comes through, it does that. When you're watching that, it's believable because you're watching these actors and actresses do it. Mm-hmm. Like even when Wanda tells Wiccan, like, it's almost like it's his own, like that's Elizabeth Olsen's own child. She's like, focus. Tell me where your father is. Like the whole, I mean, it was just great. Even the kids, Wiccan and Speed did a damn good job. You know? Like Marvel makes no mistakes when they cast these people. Like I was the first one to go like, when I went to Paul Rudd, I was like, I don't know him as Hank. I was like, I'm not sure. But fantastic damn job.
I was always a fan of Paul Rudd. You know, I knew if it was gonna be like a comedic twist, you know, to the character, I knew he was gonna kill it.
Man, he does a fantastic job. So
dinner with the schmucks, bro.
Dinner with the schmucks.
Dinner with the schmucks.
I love you, man.
I love you, man. Was the joke? I love you, man. Was the business. So I'm really. I'm like I said, I'm calling it. We're going to see Reed Richards. We're going to see Reed Richards. I just don't know who it's going to be. Now, if it is John, I want to tell you, the internet's going to break. It's going to break. Marvel's going to break the internet. Disney's going to break the internet.
It's not going to so much break because it's John Krasinski, but it's going to break because they're starting to introduce
more. Yep. And look, they're already doing it.
MCU is doing it.
Right, and see, they're already doing it by bringing the mutants. They're really bringing the mutants into it. Now, like, we all know that the mutants are part of Marvel, but now they're part of the MCU. Like, this is official. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing in the mutants in here. Like, man, I'm blown away at WandaVision. Like, every episode, I'm just like, oh my God, like, every time. And I like how they didn't say. And Jason, you always bring up a good point about cutting off your comic book mind. You always say that. And it's funny because I kept on saying, man, I know they're going to show how Monica get her powers, but I don't know how. And I like the way they did it, but they didn't do it. They was just like, oh, something's wrong. Your cells are changing. That's all they said.
And she was just like, she essentially was like, all right, well, you know what? Wanda needs help. Like she just like brushed that off. Like, no, that the way that fucking drone was glowing, that's you.
So I like the way they did that. I mean the way, because the minute it happened, I was like, well, there she goes. That's how Monica gets her powers right there. So I'm pleased with that. I like the way they went about that. I liked how they didn't make it a big deal. They was just like, yeah, your sales are changing. Okay, cool. I like how they did that. I'm more curious about Vision now. I'm more curious about Vision more than anything. Even though, Scott, you called him dying when he goes outside, but how he did. But so now what's going to happen to the rest of Sword now that they're in the Hex? You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of Sword, except
they will be under Wanda's control because she warned them.
She did warn them.
They didn't listen, and she expanded.
She did.
Or whoever, you know, when she closed her eyes and her eyes glue red, glue, glowed red. She was probably tapping into whatever outside source of power that was assisting her, whoever that is or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. So,
y'all pissed off.
Yep, they pissed her off. So, I'm good. That's my take. So, my biggest thing this upcoming weeks, we're going to see Reed Richards.
In these last 3 episodes,
we're definitely going to see Reed Richards. Can't tell you who's going to play him because I can see Disney being don't even put it on your IMDb. Don't put because IMDb you can tell when movie's going to be coming up. Don't put it in your IMDb. I can see that. Like don't cast it because we want this to be a whole thing. So I'm pleased with WandaVision. Y'all can take the round if y'all want. The floor is open.
You want me to go next, Kyle? You want me to say the best? You want to gloat last?
You want to go ahead and just tell us how we ain't shit?
Nah, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
First off, shout out to the intro. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. Goddamn, I love Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle.
One of my favorite shits of all time.
They did that.
I was like, damn. I was like, damn. This is more my era of sitcoms. Even the one before that was more my era of sitcom. Pretty good episode. I'm losing a lot of questions. I don't have many questions left at this point. Scott, like I said, for 3, Vision is indeed dead. The commercial was hilarious because that emphasized that he's dead. Yo, magic, no matter what you can do, can't save everybody. He had the yogurt, couldn't open it. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Damn, Vision. My bad, bro. And I want to know who Quicksilver really is. I don't think that's Quicksilver. I'm starting to think that might not be him. That may be the true villain in disguise, or he's being ran by somebody, but I'm starting to think that he's not really the true villain. Because when he said the whole you call for me, and you want disruption and somebody like me in your life to you wanted to fill this role. I heard you call my name and here I am. Well, she obviously, as Vision is proven, she can't bring people back from the dead. So another universe. We'll see if they'll answer that question. But for right now, I don't believe that is indeed Quicksilver. You already touched on Rambo now having powers. Go ahead.
I got one. I'm gonna say this. I think that Vision is gonna be back just without the stone because he's still a computer at the end of the day. So I think he's gonna be back at the end of the show, just not with the stone. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And whatever actor that handcuffed Kat Dennings to the truck and left her to the X, I want to find you. I'm going to find you, okay? And we're going to have problems. You understand? You don't handcuff.
He's like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want.
You don't handcuff a beautiful woman like Kat Dennings, okay,
and just leave her
to a truck and just leave her to be hexed. Now, I'm hoping that Scarlett picks up on Kat Dennings being there and lets her live as her, but I highly doubt it because that Rambo and Woo's going to drive in there and Kat Dennings is going to be a neighbor watering her own grass or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to find you, whoever did it, because I hate your guts.
I don't think Wu is going in there. I think the only person that's going to cross over it will be Rambo, and that's going to be the final thing that's gonna activate whatever power.
Can we talk about just how beautiful Monica is? I mean,
that's a beautiful woman. She's gorgeous.
God, she is beautiful, bro. What's her name? Tiana Paris or something like? She is. Oh my God.
I forgot how you pronounce her first name. But
I will say this: if Monica goes back in, she won't be affected by the thing. I'm calling that. She won't be affected by.
By whatever era.
Yeah, she's not gonna be affected by that because I think her cells are changing. That she's not going to be affected by that.
And my final thought, like I said, all my questions have been pretty much answered outside of who's the villain doing this, and at this point now the Quicksilver question, because now we know Vision is actually dead. This is a bit of a flaw, but just like John said, they do it so well they get over it. The douche chief director dude, they gotta write him better douchier than
Yeah,
that. He's a douche for the sake of being a douche. But when he's
That whole
on the
thing-
screen being a douche,
Yo, Jay, we were talking about that shit. That shit he said to Monica about her mother.
That was a real
about her and her mother. It was like that was even called for. I'm glad. Maybe it's a good thing that you weren't here when your mother died. What? Because you didn't have to
Right.
like that was so unnecessary for that scene. Like in front of all these people, we gonna say that shit.
Right.
We known each other for years, for real. You gonna go that deep? I pissed you off. That it's like, come on.
It's like it's either I don't love to hate him. He's just there filling the douche role to me. It's like you're there to be the guy that is. Oh, she's not really that bad. Oh, yes, she is. You're just that guy. But I agree. Like Samuel L. in the Kong movie. See, that made his doucheness made sense. He's like, hey, I'm the first artillery. We ain't gonna let no monkey just do this to us. And it's like, I hate you. Like, run away, leave, stop. But this dude is like, I don't love to hate you. You just kind of like, you just dare to me. It's like, be a, he's just a douche just for the sake.
Be a better bad guy.
Man, like this. Goodness, like, Scarlet Witch did all this, and he's like, but she did go and rejoin the Avengers and help save the world. But still, look what she's doing now. And it's like, so y'all just pretty much through the douche villain, like y'all just don't care because the bigger story is Scarlet. So that's what's up. But outside of that, another great episode. I'm running out of questions. We only have 3 episodes left, so I'm running out of questions, man.
And just because WandaVision ends, we will still be on the air. Make no mistake. This is forever. This is forever. You stuck with us now, baby. You stuck with us now. Okay, now Scott, go ahead and tell us how much. Oh, I got y'all. I know the show. Ooh, I'm just fucking with you, Scott. I'm just fucking with you.
Nah, I wasn't gonna do all that. When Jay hit me up yesterday about it, I wasn't sure, but I wasn't sure what he said. You hit the 3-pointer. I wasn't sure what he was referring to, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, because what they showed in that episode, and it still could change. Agnes, I thought she was like one of the villains or the secondary villain.
Yeah.
I don't know now.
Yeah.
The whole thing about him being dead, it was like, come on, it was there. It was there. It was there. It was like his body was in a lab. I mean, he was left just like by Thanos. So he won't come back from that.
When he broke apart, you the first thing popped in my mind, Scott. I was like, damn, Scott.
Real live, because first I was like, Scott's ass was wrong because he walking right through it. Then when he started to break apart, I was like, you son of a, don't you break apart, you hold it together. You hold it together.
I was like, oh.
I was like, he's dead. Apart, I was like, damn, Scott called that. Scott called that. Scott called
really
that.
This is it.
Other than those major things, you say both. Well, I think both of you guys said it, but Jay, most recently you said, it's solving. You don't have a lot of questions. It's solving a lot of the questions. I still have a lot of questions. My thoughts aren't, going as far as Reed Richards and guaranteeing he's going to show up. Maybe a mention, but I don't think he's going to show up. If he does, cool. But I just in the back of my head and seeing Marvel and seeing the pace of the show, I don't think so.
So do you think he's going to be at least mentioned?
He may be mentioned.
Yeah.
Or hint at. I think so. But I don't think they're actually going to have John Krasinski or whoever they cast, show up. I don't think so.
Me and Ming were thinking that they're going to Joker Titans, if you know what I mean. Joker Titans, Reed Richards. Show a body but no face. A little silhouette in the background in the darkness. Like, here you go. And you see the little 4 or something like,
or give you something like they do in other movies, or give you something like DC does, where DC doesn't mention it, but they be like, oh, I gotta go to Gotham City, but they're in Metropolis, shit like that.
You want to know?
I think they will
give me this car. Like,
I think they'll verbally mention it. I don't think even with the Titans Joker thing, which was you at the moment you were like, but when you actually see it, it was like, what the fuck is this? Really? why Joker look like a fucking homeless person? It's like, seriously. But anyway, I think
I'm sorry, that scene is just hilarious in general. He was face down in the windshield.
Because you were like, really, this is how they really gonna introduce Joker? Really? This is how they really gonna fuck that? Like, I was disappointed. I was more mad. I was like, Cuba Gooding Jr. and the Boys in the Hood like punching the air. Like, the fuck is doing this for?
Hey, I thought the cop was gonna go and like lift his head up and at least get a face.
Like that his green. Okay, I know we're getting off topic from WandaVision, but his green hair was like big and messy. And just looked like a bad wig. His pale skin was just like bad makeup, and he just looked like it just wasn't good.
It had the Batman animated series Joker costume on. It wasn't like.
Y'all leave Titans out of this, goddammit. Y'all leave Titans out of this.
Hey, no, I love Titans, but that Joker joke, I died laughing.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
They had the light shining on him, his face in the windshield. I'm thinking they about to go like lift his head up. They do nothing. I was like, so that's how they go put.
Oh, so that's how we know. That's how we know it's a Joker. Green hair and pale skin. Got it. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Scott. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's cool. I think though they will probably reference or some kind of mention of him or his team. But overall the episode was good. I enjoyed as soon as the opening intro came on, I was like, Malcolm in the Middle, cool. And when little kids start talking to the screen, I was like, he's been back.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I laughed at the opening scene when I think it was Wicked must have had the camera, or was it Speed? One of them had the camera, but they took the newspaper from Vision. He walked to the couch
and just hit him. He just phased through the couch and just like. And then my first thought was like, damn, he's hitting kids in the 2000s. But I was like, okay.
And then when they freeze framed on his face, I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect. That was great.
Here's a question. What y'all think? What's the next one? What y'all think the next intro is going to be at this point? Because now we ain't where we should know what the next.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. That's the thing. I don't think it's going to be like a era intro. I think it's just going to like go in because, I think it's just going to be a show.
I think we're gonna get one more. Like
the 2010s.
I think we're gonna get
Friends. No,
nothing like Friends.
Friends was with Malcolm in the Middle.
Right. If I had anything, I would say it has to be close to being like a family show that came on.
Big Bang Theory.
That's
Big Bang. Hey, that would be, yeah. I mean,
but I never seen the intro of Big Bang Theory, so I wouldn't know if I saw it.
It's not.
It doesn't include the characters,
right,
though. That's the thing.
Exactly. That's why I was like,
Was Bernie and Damon Wayans after 2010? No, they weren't. Right? It was. No.
Hey, I don't even know why. Hold up. First off, I don't even know why you're saying that.
I'm not saying that. I'm going.
You know damn well.
No. I'm not. No. I'm asking the question. No. I know that for a fact. I'm asking, when did Bernie and Damon had that show?
It was after Malcolm in the Middle for sure.
So it was like mid 2000s, right?
Wait,
mid 2000s.
Wait, not the Wayans brothers, right?
No, Damon. Damon, Tisha Campbell, the dude that lived.
Oh, My Wife and Kids. My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids. Right.
That was mid 2000s, right?
That started like 2002.
Okay. Because My Wife and Kids took over for Hughley. Hughley was originally on ABC, and then My Wife and Kids took over. Okay. No, that's what I was. So around that time, Malcolm in the Middle, My Wife and Kids, and Bernie Mac was like the last I watched of sitcoms. That's what I was about to say. That was the last I watched of sitcoms.
We're gonna get one more.
I didn't watch Big Bang Theory. Yeah, I didn't watch Big Bang Theory or none of that. So my point was, what's the next one? Because I stopped after those.
They don't really make sitcoms like that.
Right? They don't. Yeah, I'm about to say with a full-blown intro, they really don't make them anymore. So we're gonna get one more.
My Wife and Kids don't have an intro.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe 2.5 Men. But that would make sense because it's a married couple.
Frasier maybe.
That's old.
Old.
Really? Is it?
I think that's before Seinfeld old. Like that's around Seinfeld. Seinfeld
No, remember this. Frasier is like a spinoff from Cheers from the 80s. So it's old.
So Big Bang Theory sounds like the next.
I don't think they didn't have.
But the intro for Big Bang Theory, they just show like scenes from the show.
Right.
And I don't know. Yeah, now I was trying to pinpoint down.
Or Jay and Josh, it could just be like what I said. They aren't gonna. They pretty much up to date.
That's true.
That sounds about right.
It may just go straight into the episode.
Yeah,
maybe it's not gonna. Maybe it's just gonna like show the after effects of her expanding the hex, and then it's probably just gonna go straight into the episode after the whole Marvel, thing. Yeah. It's gonna go straight into what's happening. It's probably not gonna be a TV show. Probably just gonna show what's going on in that town after she sucked in everybody.
Malcolm in the Middle was the last great sitcom that had an intro with music.
Family sitcom it was. Yeah, it was.
What?
Just about. Because all the other shows you talking about, like Family Matters, all that was before that. Family Matters and all that was before all that. Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense.
Malcolm in the Middle was the last one, and that was 2000.
Everybody hates Chris. But
dude, stop mentioning black shows. They are not doing that. It's like, come on, they just aren't.
Scott.
They aren't.
Stop acting like you're from New York. Stop acting like you're from New York.
I am from New York.
we get mentioned black shows. You know what I'm saying?
But WandaVision ain't about to do that. No, they could have did Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's the closest you gonna get.
That's the closest. He was the safest.
Yeah. He's right. You can't do Martin. You can't do Living Single.
Wait, why
hell
can't
no.
All you had to do was change the
Josh,
song.
stop.
The intro
Stop.
is still the same.
Josh, you can see him now, just in the background. The silhouette, just like we on living. Like
exactly.
no.
Exactly. Look, in a hex kind of world, I'm glad I got my powers. You know, some shit like that. What you mean? I just gave you the intro right there.
That ain't happening.
I just gave you the intro.
That's not happening.
I just gave you the intro right there.
In the hex kind of world. Go ahead.
Nope.
Keep your kids
all right, so let me finish my. Okay, I don't think Reed Richardson's gonna show up. I think he may be mentioned.
Man,
the whole director becoming the whole douchey thing. I'm with Jay. The way that they're doing it is, it's like it's not in a organic way. It's like the whole line about her mom and it's a good thing. It's like that was just like stupid rude. It's like beyond. It's like it wasn't necessary to take it to that length.
It wasn't.
So we both watching it, and she was like, that motherfucker there. I was like, I knew I hated his face before, but I hate his ass now. I was like, I wasn't that mad. I was more like annoyed at that moment that they really chose it for him to stoop low like that. But
that was a low blow. That was a low blow.
But with the whole thing with Darcy being chained to the car, I was mad. I was like, for real, the dude before he ran off like a bitch, he hesitated. It's like he could have let her go. Like if you a cop, a warden, a sheriff, or whatever, you could have easily just popped the keys out under any somebody shooting at you. All right, let me get the safety of this person who can't defend him or herself. No, he ran off like a coward. So you mean to tell me you're part of this highly elite organization,
and you do that.
Security, and you do that?
Yep.
It was that annoyed me.
Agreed.
We would have been in the me and her would have been in the hex together,
but
boy.
We would have been
like,
Darcy, hold on to me, baby.
Girl.
Hold on to me,
hold on, Darcy. Hold on. Chill.
Man.
What else happened in this episode? The whole thing with Evan Peters as Quicksilver. Look, him playing the fun uncle, and that because Evan Peters has a good comedy. He has good comedic timing. Like he's good at it, and that's what I knew he could bring. At least if that's what they wanted. So just like he had in the movie, just like he had on shows, I knew he can do that. You mentioned Kick-Ass.
His name is Kick-Ass. Ass kicked.
But like the whole thing with him like being aware, that's what I am intrigued about. He's aware. Oh, I like what you're doing. So where we hide the kids?
Yeah.
Like, this is a big scheme you got going on. Just how are you able to do it?
Right.
So
but see that, and the way he
Where's
says
your accent? Your accent.
Wait,
where's your accent?
Where's your accent? But did y'all pay attention? Did you pay attention when he was like, look, I'm not your husband. I'm family. You could tell me. So, and then even
he's trying to get answers out of her.
That question you just said. How are you doing this? If it's the real Quicksilver, he should know that Scarlet is powerful enough to do this. So literally, who is he? Who is he? Because this is his sister. If he was the real Quicksilver, he would know that Scarlet can do this.
Here's the thing. The real Quicksilver, he died in Age of Ultron. Before because as you get older, as you grow, whatever, as mutant power, you learn to use your powers differently, and your ability to maneuver it expands over time. So for all we know, that Quicksilver that knew Scarlet Witch back then, and the Scarlet Witch that's here now, her powers probably grew, got more powerful, so he wouldn't know at that time. Oh well, she could make a force field. He knew that she can control people's minds, or like implant stuff into their minds. But I'm quite sure that Quicksilver from Age of Ultron didn't know that she was capable of fucking controlling a whole city, town, state, maybe.
But didn't she control one of the whole towns in Ultron? Wasn't she controlling some of the people in the Ultron one? If I'm not mistaken, because it's fresh in my mind. When they were trying to evacuate Sokovia, she was like doing like little stuff and the red mist, whatever, was going in people's windows to try to get them to leave town before, but it's like, it wasn't like this big, huge, massive thing that could consume everybody's mind at the same time. I think she was doing that in Age of Ultron, just like to particular families that she can see. Okay.
But that's all. Yeah. That's all about the expansion of her power. I don't think that's the one big question. I don't know if this Quicksilver is. I just don't know. I don't know if he's the one. I don't know if he just really was recast. If he was recast, why did they show him like with the gunshots? Again, this shit fresh in my head. We just saw. Why would they show Evan Peters' version of Quicksilver with the gunshots and like a zombie when the other one is the one that got shot?
Well, no, that's because I think Wanda was just imagining what happened with her brother, and that's why he looked like that. Because remember, when she shot him across into the hay, he came back. He was his regular self again. You know what I'm saying? Like even that next scene right after that, he was his real self. I don't think this is the real Quicksilver. I honestly don't. I think there's something else going on. I don't think it's the real Quicksilver. And you know what's funny? I just watched off topic real quick. I just watched X-Men Apocalypse, and even Magneto is like, "What about you?" And Quicksilver goes, "You're my I'm here to protect my family." Like even then, he was about to tell him like, "Yo, I'm your son." So I know that has nothing to do with WandaVision, no whatsoever. But I'm 100% telling you, that's not our Quicksilver. That's not him. He was put there by somebody. I don't know who.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on watching X-Men Age of Apocalypse. I'm still stuck on watching X-Men Apocalypse. That's why I heard everything else you said.
I try to rewatch it because I got Disney Plus. I try to rewatch that shit, but it's hard. It's hard.
Well, I will tell you, out of all the new X-Men, First Class was the best. First Class
was good. First Class was 10 out of 10. Yeah, I love the fact they didn't use a huge villain. It was Sebastian. I love the whole everything. Days of Future Past was good. Yeah. It was good because they show, at least at the beginning, they show like the futuristic mutants, the ones that we usually weren't used to seeing. Mm-hmm. And then Apocalypse was severely disappointing. And then God, that Phoenix one.
Not as
that
bad
Phoenix
as,
one was fucking horrible.
The Phoenix one was
Days
bad.
of Future Past. I love Days of Future Past. It was the closest to how it really happened.
I agree. It really was.
And I understood that in the comics it was Kitty Pryde, but I understood why it couldn't be her. But they did a great job placing Mystique there, and it made sense. Her role in the comics was the same as the fact that Kitty went back in time to find out, or went in the future to find out that Mystique had murdered Homeboy. It's the same thing. It's just that Mystique was the star instead of it being Kitty. That's the closest made sense comic I've seen. Period.
Yeah. I was surprised they brought back Kitty Pryde for that movie. I'm surprised. Page came back for that.
Yeah. Period. Yeah, that's the closest one. But sorry.
But no, that was it. That was it. You know, I look forward to these next 3 episodes. I'm still like, damn, what's gonna happen next? What's this? Yeah, I want to know who the main villain is. I appreciated the fact, they kind of hurried up the whole thing with and I don't know who said it, other than me, but I was like, I don't think her power is extended as far as she thinks it is, because those people that's on the outskirts of town look like they're barely moving. Are they alive? When that woman's tear was coming out and her and her husband were like glitching or whatever, that shit was sad.
That shit was sad. But then again, that's Wanda. But I definitely believe that was Wanda. But why would you put that much effort into those people on the outside? Because she really knew. She didn't know at that time that Vision was going to walk down there. So she probably wasn't putting all that effort into them. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't putting all that effort.
It's hard.
Right. It's hard to maintain.
It's hard to maintain all of that at one time. That's part of the glitch I was talking about. It's hard.
How I want to say this. If she was controlling, if it was hard for her to control those people at the outskirts of town, now that she expanded the hex, now she got more people to control. So I definitely feel like there's going to be, within these next 3 episodes, there's going to be a breaking point. There's going to be a breaking point for her. There's definitely going to be a breaking point.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's going to be hard for her to do that.
You got to make sure that when Vision go outside, there's a dude riding his bike. You got to make sure that when Vision goes to work, he got coworkers.
Yep.
You gotta make sure that when Vision goes to the store, there's a dude ringing up whatever he buying.
Yep.
The man had no kids. Man said, "Where the kids at?" You got a playground, but those kids don't even be playing on the jump.
Man, and that
hard, man.
I know it wasn't this episode, but that episode when he's like, "Stop lying to me," like that was real right there.
Vision, you've never yelled at me. Well, maybe somebody should.
Maybe there's a new day, Wanda. Get your shit together. Like, so like I'm curious, and like I still say it, and we've been saying it from day one. It's not Wanda. There's somebody doing something to Wanda.
Yeah.
Or
I don't know. I think it's Wanda because she's the emotional shit she was going through. But I think somebody is putting like an extra battery pack and expanding her power more.
See, I don't get where y'all keep getting the like she's that powerful to me. Wanda's that powerful to do that. She's that powerful to me.
I guess I get that she is capable, but why be a part of the Avengers and turn your life over and all this stuff? But then and she lost her brother. So you mean to tell me she loved Vision more than her brother?
Hey, sometimes maybe her brother was a real douche when they was growing up. He was a real douche growing up.
And I see what you're saying when you say she's that more powerful. But the reason why I'm thinking that is more real life based. MCU ain't gonna OP Scarlet Witch like that, and that's why I'm like they're gonna comic books. We know House of M. Right. If you read House of M,
they already mentioned that though. They already mentioned that, Jay.
But you can OP.
No, but they mentioned how powerful that she could. Even though she could have took out Thanos. So they already kind of hinted at how powerful she is or could be.
Right, but in House of M,
Right.
She completely erased mutants. Period. No
Period.
more mutants.
Wiped them.
On this, she extended a field, and before she extended the
She's
field,
creating mutants.
She couldn't even control the end of range of her power. She couldn't control the people at the end of the field.
Yep.
In the comic books, there's no limit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I knew MCU's going to limit her. They're going to limit her. They got to.
Omega mutant.
Omega mutant.
Mutant. I keep telling y'all. I keep throwing those two words out there. Omega mutant.
If people read House of M, Messiah Complex, the second Secret Wars with Dr. Doom, they'll know what it is. Yeah. They'll know what it is. They'll know what it is. They'll understand Scarlet Witch a whole lot more better and really know what she could do. But MCU, they're limiting her. They have to do it though because it's a movie. They got 2 hours.
They got to do it. They got to do it. And I want to tell you straight up. I'm trying to tell you, Marvel's smart. They're building for Phase 4. There's no doubt in my mind. Like you said, we didn't already confirm that they're building for Phase 4. But I'm trying to tell you, if Phase 4 is what WandaVision is like right now, that thing is going to be epic. It's going to be epic.
I ain't going to jump ahead.
It's going to be epic.
I ain't going to jump ahead on that.
I'm going to jump out on a limb and say it's going to be epic.
Let me watch this. Now, this is why I'm not going to jump out on a limb with you. What's the weakest phase of Marvel that they've ever done?
The weakest phase.
Phase 2. Phase 2 was Iron Man 2, Thor: Dark World, Avengers Age. I think we only got Winter Soldier out of that. I think Winter Soldier is considered Phase 2. I think.
Wait, what? Iron Man 3 was Phase 3? Or Phase 2?
Maybe Phase 2.
That was leading towards Iron Man 3 was leading towards Infinity because he was paranoid. He was paranoid after Avengers, right?
No. I think Iron Man 3 was leading into Age of Ultron. Am I right?
He might be right. I'm trying to remember because in Iron Man 3 he was paranoid to come out the suit because of what happened in Avengers. Because the aliens that came.
Because the first one.
The third one. The second one, he had the disease.
Right.
And he was eating donuts on the donut shop.
Right.
Oh, let me see.
Because, all right.
And that's why I say, I think Marvel has learned from those Thor mistakes. From the Thor mistakes, I think they've learned from that.
So Phase 2 started with Thor: Dark World, trash. Okay. Iron Man 3, trash. You're right. Iron Man 3,
okay.
And Winter Soldier, classic, number 1, number 2. Guardian Galaxy, number 1, number 2.
Okay.
Ant-Man, highly underrated.
Highly underrated.
And Age of Ultron, the worst Avengers movie. One of the worst.
Which is not saying. I mean, Age of Ultron is okay. Age of Ultron is better than Justice League. Let's do that.
Yeah. Okay. Agree. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm not even gonna sit here and perpetrate. You're right. Think about that, Jake. Better than Justice League. Wait, you said what?
I'm gonna take Justice League over Age of Ultron.
Over Age of Ultron?
Okay. I'll take Birds of Prey. I'll take Justice League.
Wow, you hate it that much?
I wouldn't take Batman vs Superman though. No, that's not better than Age of Ultron.
I can't.
Man of Steel.
I can't stand behind that. I can't. Justice League was pretty damn bad.
The director's cut of Suicide Squad.
Goddamn director's cut. Here we go.
Stop mentioning that, man. I keep looking for it on HBO Max every damn day, and no, it's not being. They got the director's cut of what? Batman vs Superman, or they got a director's cut of some other movie, but they don't have.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Bro, there's no way.
Age of Ultron was bad.
We're not saying that it's not bad, but you literally just said that the Justice League was better than Age of Ultron?
Like I said, last Saturday, I rewatched Justice League, and today I watched Age of Ultron. Jay, what are you talking about?
Right. Man, Justice
League what are you
was
talking
bad.
about?
Justice League was bad.
Man.
So y'all liked how long was it? So y'all liked for at least, let's see, the movie is 2 hours.
The movie was like 2 hours and like 20 minutes.
So let's say 2 hours 20. So for about at least an hour and 15 minutes, y'all liked that all the Marvel superheroes was thinking about their own lives and having delusions, sitting there chopping wood. Bro, what am I?
Yeah, because you know why? Because me watching WandaVision and then looking back at that movie, I'm seeing how powerful she was even then, and then seeing the fast forward with 8-9 years.
Excuse me. Wanda has nothing to do from Age of Ultron to Infinity Wars to all that. Wanda has recovered her shit from Age of Ultron. If Age of Ultron pretty much put Quicksilver in a bad light because we already seen what happened.
Yeah, put him in a bad light.
Yeah. Wanda recovered past all that, and I get all that, but I mean, God, Age of Ultron. Black Panther was in Age of Ultron. That's the one when he was chasing down. No, I'm sorry, that's Civil War. I'm sorry, different movie. But I'm sorry. Age of Ultron was Vision when he first showed up. That's what it was. Yeah, Vision showed up.
Bro,
I keep Age of Ultron, man.
I can't fade.
I can't get jiggy with that shit.
I can't get jiggy with that shit. Yeah, I can't. Man, Justice League was bad. Like sitting through Justice League.
It was.
Like seriously, the only good part in Justice League is when they're on Themyscira. That's literally the best part of Justice League.
The only good part of Age of Ultron when they were trying to lift Thor's hammer.
What?
The only good part to me.
Oh my God, Jay. Oh, even when the Hulk goes.
I don't remember.
Even that you didn't like that. Oh, come on, Jay. Come on.
Oh, I didn't like
Oh, my
none of
God.
that. I liked Ultron. I liked Ultron as a villain. I love Ultron as a villain. Ultron, this is Ultron aside. I want y'all to understand. Ultron aside. Ultron was an amazing villain, bro. I loved him as a villain as best as they did him.
Oh, my God, man. Justice League was bad, bro. I mean, bad.
They all were having... you know what Age of Ultron reminded me of a bit? Iron Man 2. Just focusing on setting up to the next thing instead of focusing on what's going on right in front of their faces. I'm not here to worry about what y'all going to do tomorrow. This movie is based on what's happening today. Oh, Thor's vision is leading to Ragnarok, and Iron Man's vision is leading to this, and Captain America's vision is leading... I don't care. Ultron is doing what he's doing right now. What y'all gonna do about him first?
I can't stand.
And the answer was Vision vibrating him to death. After all of that, that's it. Vision vibrating.
Well, damn it, he was made. He took his body.
It's the whole movie.
I'm not giving Doctor Strange that much credit as y'all giving Age of Ultron. Is
Come
the point.
on, Jay. Don't get me wrong, but Justice League had nothing. It had nothing. I mean, it's nothing.
You didn't
memorable.
like the fight with Superman versus Justice League?
That wasn't even. That was whack. That was
Superman
terrible.
versus the Justice League.
Oh
Again,
God.
it's fresh in my head. I saw it last week.
And then
the
way he floats over the Wonder Woman, he just.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm like, what is that? What is that? Whose man is this? Whose man is this? Like, oh my God. And then him and Wonder Woman literally have a headbutt contest.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, my turn. Okay. Aquaman, knowing damn well, he like, let's get him. Okay.
Well, the one thing that happened while watching Justice League, again, I watched that shit like from 11 to like 1:30, 2 o'clock. I was watching that. I was like, damn, they made Aquaman cool and strong. He held his own against the dude.
But that's how it should be. Aquaman, we all know that Aquaman is a founding member of the Justice League. He's not one to be.
He's also like shitted on a lot too.
He is, and I want to tell you, I like the way he was going at him. But even Aquaman is like, I need help, you guys. And Wonder Woman, you just gonna throw the lasso? Kal-El, remember who you are. And like, what? Get over here.
You know, as I'm watching that movie, I'm thinking to myself, if Superman was alive, or if they brought him back sooner, that movie would have been over in 10 minutes. Because he, like Steppenwolf had no chance once Superman got there. Once he got there, he was just kicking his ass. It was like that Kong versus Godzilla trailer. It was no chance. he was going.
And not even that. The way everybody was, the sewer scene is completely unnecessary. When they're taking the robot up the thing, that was completely unnecessary. That could have been scratched from the whole thing.
And when the water started falling down,
that was completely unnecessary. Okay, and then Like there was nothing memorable except the mascara scene. That to me, that's the only thing I.
When they were trying to get keep the box away from them.
Ray Fisher. I say all the time, he's literally probably the best part of Justice League. He's literally the best part of Justice League. After that, there is nothing memorable. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Flash was horrible again.
Was
I think. Did I put that in the chat? Did I put that shit in the chat of how bad it is?
When everybody's kicking Superman's ass, what was this? What was this for? He literally goes like this. What was that for? Why couldn't you just run? Okay. Now I do like how Superman sees him and he's like, "Holy shit, he can keep up with me." Okay, boom, we got that. All of you guys are trying to take him out. Okay.
I just run really fast and push people.
And push people. And then literally Batman says, "Let's bring out the big guns." And I'm thinking he about to get kryptonite, some crap like that. No, he pulls out Lois Lane. He pulls out Lois Lane. And so now Superman don't remember none of these other people who he didn't see before, but he takes Lois and like, "Let's go." And then just goes, where you going, big fella? We need you. Where you going? You know what I'm saying? Like,
either Jay's screen is frozen or he just waiting. He's biding his time. Man,
Scott's
waiting.
right. That's right. Scott's right. Scott is right there.
He like.
Because you named a lot of not of memorable scenes.
Not
and
memorable. But here we go. I don't know. We talk about the Snyder Cut and it being 4 hours. Now. Jay, the only reason I'm giving the Snyder Cut a go is because you have said that the director's cut of Suicide actually makes it good.
Snyder didn't direct Suicide.
Time out.
So I don't know.
Jay, hold up. Before you address that, I just want to address something you just said. Yeah, we were talking about those scenes and they were memorable. They were memorable for being bad, though.
Exactly. Bad.
It matters.
Give me a great Age of Ultron scene.
Oh,
the theme song he was singing.
The song, the scene where Hulk takes on Iron Man.
The Hulk Buster.
The whole that whole scene throughout Wakanda, whatever. I think it was Wakanda, but that whole fight scene. I think it was. I was about to say no. I was about to say in Africa, but I want to be more specific.
What else? When the Claw got his hand cut off, y'all like that scene?
No, that didn't
when Wanda was going around. You remember when Wanda was going around bewitching all the heroes? Y'all like that scene? I
thought that was good. When
that was memorable. I like the fact that Clint. I like the fact that Clint was like, "Nah, you ain't getting me." Bam. I like that part. I thought that part was cool.
But y'all knocked Wonder Woman for trying to do what she probably really would do, which would lasso true Superman, who she thought was a friend.
Time out. First of all, I blame. Let me tell you.
Hold up.
Damn well, I'm confused because y'all know better. Y'all know better.
I'm shucking Wonder Woman because I get the whole lasso of. My whole point was this: if the lasso is supposed to reveal your truth,
lasso of truth.
Right, okay, if it's the lasso of truth, she told Kal-El to remember who you are. He literally was like,
"We saw that power was extended in Wonder Woman 1988. Not only can you get the truth out, but you can have things be remembered and realized when it's around you. We found that out in 1988.
84.
Oh shit, 84. Man, what are them damn 80s? It was.
Jay,
I can give you 5 occasions the lasso of truth was broken in comic book version.
This is movie version, man. They're not breaking a damn lasso of truth in the movie. They're not doing that.
But Jay,
they're not going to do
Jay,
so y'all saying Superman's not capable of breaking the lasso of truth?
No, I'm not saying that he's not capable. I'm just saying.
Wait. The lasso of truth is okay. Wait,
let
me ask you this real quick. The lasso of truth. Would you consider that like a myth?
Age of Ultron again. And I agree with Ming. Age of Ultron is not.
Watch it again. Just to see.
Stop.
No, what you know now. No, what you know now.
No. This is the part where Ming can't save you. So Ming can sit in that box. Ming can't save y'all from this. Ming know better. Ming can't save y'all from this.
Okay,
don't bring Ming into this.
Okay,
Ming know better. There's a line I stop at, and this is where it stops. Age of Ultron, Iron Man 3, the Thors. This is where y'all know better.
Wait,
I don't even know why I'm about
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
But go ahead. Ming can't save y'all. Leave Ming out.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question real quick.
Leave Ming out.
Look, okay.
Ming can sit down.
The lasso of truth. Would you consider that like mystical or magical?
Does somebody have some more?
Look, let me be honest. Let me be honest.
Okay.
Fuck the lasso of truth in general.
No, I'm just saying.
General.
It's power or its existence. It's mystical, mythical magic, right?
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
So what's other than kryptonite? Isn't magic one of
yes, Superman's
weaknesses?
Yes, he is vulnerable to magic.
Rude.
Yes. You gotta dig deep. You gotta dig deep.
I think y'all are overrating. The lasso of truth.
Nah.
Dog. If you're an average, do you notice that it only works on the average Joe? It doesn't work past the average Joe.
The lasso of truth aside,
and I don't believe
there is no way
that
you're putting Justice League over Age of Ultron.
Jason Roberts is because Age of Ultron outside of Ultron and them trying to lift the hammer was terrible.
But Jay,
I am saying that.
You have said that you didn't like Thor Ragnarok either, right?
Hell yeah. And I know I'm in the minority, but that ain't going to change how I feel.
Wait. You didn't like Ragnarok?
No. I like the jokes that the little blue rock dudes was saying. I like their jokes, but past that,
that's because you know what? Because you weren't doing what you said you do. I don't think you turned off your comic book brain.
You know why, Scott?
Because I knew it. No. I knew it.
No, you're right. But here's the problem, Scott. Thor Ragnarok is based on comic book material according to the director, but he's going to make it a comedy. That was not the source material, Scott.
Because that was supposed to be playing. That was supposed to be Planet Hulk, right? That was supposed to be based off of Planet Hulk,
yes,
right?
And that's not Planet Hulk.
It's not Planet Hulk.
It's not it.
It's not. You're right. It's not.
So Aromatic sucked.
Yes, Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3. That's the Mandarin. Look, Josh, Iron Man 3. That's the Mandarin. What happened, Josh? Yeah. That's not the Mandarin. Yeah. What did we say about the movie? It sucks.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2, they took a minor villain, Whiplash, who doesn't mean anything to anything.
Yeah.
And he didn't mean anything in the movie either.
Yeah.
Tony Stark was eating donuts and building panoramas. That movie's trash. It's trash. Get that ish out of here. We ain't gonna mention Dark Mirror or Dark World, whatever it's called.
I'll be the first to say. All the Thor movies besides Ragnarok, I did not like. I did not like them. They were bad.
We ain't gonna go there. But bad. If you're gonna make your own interpretation of a movie, then do that. But don't tell people it's based off this and it's completely opposite of what you said it's based off of. That is Thor 3 Ragnarok. Get that ish out of here. Age of Ultron shouldn't even be dead. Ultron shouldn't even be dead. He's not even that type of villain to write off after one movie.
I agree.
Get Age of Ultron out of here, man.
They should have kept Ultron alive. I definitely agree with that.
They could. But the way they kind of cut, the way they covered their bases was when Vision came out and he was like touching his head or whatever. He was blocking him out of the internet or blocking him. Yeah.
As much as Justice League sucked, at least Steppenwolf didn't die because he's supposed to be the right hand to Darkseid, which they wanted to build on. At least they were smart enough to know not to do that. But MCU killing off their villains one by one.
Enough to kill off Doomsday.
I agree. And Batman versus Superman is trash. I don't support that movie. I don't support that movie.
Wait. And what movie was it with Doomsday? It was Batman versus Superman, right?
Yeah, Batman versus Superman.
All right. I might watch that today.
Don't
do it.
You're gonna waste your time. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Leave it alone.
Don't do it.
It probably won't make sense because I just saw Justice League, so I'm gonna be watching it in reverse.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Justice League is good. Justice League is trash too. But I'll watch that over Age of Ultron. If I had to pick between garbage and trash, garbage is inside. I'll say this. Garbage is inside, trash is outside. I'm taking the trash.
Well, okay, I'll say this, Jay. I'll say this because it's fresh in my head, and I saw Age of Ultron. If I had to choose to watch which one again, Justice League last week, Age of Ultron today. If I had to choose it, I still think Age of Ultron, like story-wise, extended movies, a connection. I like that. if I had to, which one is just you can turn it on and be entertained? Justice League, because
hell no, I'm not even giving it that. I'm not even giving it that.
Thank you, Scott.
No,
Thank you,
I'm not
Scott.
even
That's
giving
what
it
I'm
that.
talking about.
just entertainment wise.
No,
because
I'm not even
Age
giving
of
that.
Ultron was kind of drawn out.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
The only reason I was watching it, you know what? You know when I watch Age of Ultron, when I'm 56 years old and I forgot what the MCU was about. Then I watch Age of Ultron because it'll remind me of what they were building to.
Wait. Well, why at 56 you not gonna have a good memory?
I'm gonna have Alzheimer's probably gonna forget and be like,
at
yo,
56,
what?
That's not old, man.
Scott, get the hell out of here. We're not
Okay, 73. All right, let's go 73. 73. So around 73. If I want to know why the movie connected the way it did, I'll watch Age of Ultron. But I don't watch movies to know what you're going to do tomorrow. I want to know what you're doing today. And that's why I hate Iron Man 2, and that's why I hate Age of Ultron. They spent the entire movie building to the next phase. Keep that crap.
Jay,
I'm watching the movie today.
With that said, Jay loves Michael Bay films. He like the explosions. You like the explosions.
That's part of it. I mean, you know. Yeah, boom. Like that's kind of part of it.
I'm not even watching Justice League to be entertained.
Look at Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier
is the best movie in the Marvel universe.
See, it was a moment. It was a look. I'll give you a great example. Guardians of the Galaxy. The whole entire movie, it was focused on what's happening today. They waited to the last 2 minutes to say, "Hey, Star-Lord, you know you're kind of a god. You got the god DNA." We set up Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the last 30 seconds of the film. Thank you. They didn't spend 3 hours talking about Star-Lord's background and DNA and he's a god while there's a villain standing in front of their face. They waited to the last minute and said, yo, Star-Lord has a god DNA, which led to Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I didn't really like the second one. Just Me neither. I didn't really like Volume 2 that much.
Me neither. But they planted the seeds is my point. The movie that you watch on Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was about Ronan the Accuser.
Right.
Not Thanos 3 movies from now. Right now, it's a Ronan the Accuser problem. Not Thanos 6 movies away. Like Iron Man 2, like Age of Ultron. Oh, Thor, I got to go back to my planet because there's some stuff going on. What about Ultron about to pick up a planet and slam it on your head right now? Mm-mm. I rest my case. I don't watch tomorrow movies. I watch today movies. That's just me though. That's y'all. Y'all like the middle movies and the little middleman movies. I get y'all. That's real. But I can't do it. Tell me what's going on right now. Tell me what's going on right now.
There is no way I'm not giving Justice League a bit of time of.
Hey, you think Brandon Ross a great Superman? So
Brandon Ross was a great Superman.
This man throwing shots.
Brandon Ross was a great Superman. Y'all trolling, bro.
I'm not trolling. Put up a poll. Man. Put up a poll right now. Poll the people, y'all. Poll the people. Hey, Brandon Ross, Tom Welling. Yeah, Brandon Ross, Tom Welling.
If you put him against Tom Welling, then Tom Welling the better Superman, son.
Oh,
no, I'm talking about movie-wise. After Christopher Reeve, Brandon Ross was the best Superman.
All right, so we'll make it fair. Roth versus Campbell. Settle the score.
You said Roth versus Campbell.
Campbell, Henry Campbell. That's Man of Steel.
Oh, Campbell. I thought you said Campbell. I was gonna say, who's Campbell? Okay.
That's Campbell's suit, not Campbell's.
Okay, I'm definitely going with Brandon all the way, bro. Brandon all the way. Like I said,
people, man. Campbell.
I didn't have to rewatch. I didn't rewatch Man of Steel, and I realized it's not as bad.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy. It's crazy. And I don't want to go deep into it, but he's ranking a movie in which the guy played Superman once, had limited roles over the guy that was in what? How many movies did he play in?
And did you see those movies that Henry was in? You're acting like they were grade A.
I'm not saying. That's the thing. You gotta look. I'm not being biased. I'm just saying.
He's not being biased.
I'm saying. He's thinking. I'm putting out there. I'm throwing out. You're ranking this small portion over like 3, 4, however many movies Henry Cavill played.
You can pick one movie. Pick the best Henry Cavill Superman movie and put it up against Brandon Ross' only movie.
Bruh.
You can do that. You can use Batman versus Superman.
And you continuously use the bad writing excuse.
Because we didn't talk about this.
So wait. So if his execution of Superman, was good, but the writing sucked. So what is it about Brandon Routh's Superman that made you love him? Not love him, but love him as that character.
How he portrays Superman and Clark Kent.
How what? He's a fictional character. So I mean, so when you say how he portrayed him, I get what you're saying. I said that to be funny, but I get what you're saying. You mean as far as what you've seen in cartoons or what you've seen in comics, what you would visualize him to
Superman
be and stand for.
Exactly. I don't like,
to me,
just like in Superman, like even in Man of Steel, if somebody comes to my planet, even if I'm outnumbered, I'm dogging their ass. I'm gonna put them in the bricks. I don't care who it is. I'm dogging all of them. You know what I'm saying? Superman had literally been on the planet for years. He had been on the planet for years, and Zod and them were literally there for 3 days, and they whipped his ass up and down Smallville and Metropolis. So
I compare Brandon Routh to an athlete that gets drafted in the first round, comes out and scores. No. He scores a decent amount of points, and you go, "Oh, he got some potential," but then he has a career-ending injury, and it's like, what could have been? That's Brandon Routh.
Man, Brandon Routh.
It's an incomplete. I don't think he sucks at Superman. I don't think he's the greatest Superman. It's just an incomplete because it was just that one thing. I do admit the writing was bad, and he portrayed Superman. He was portraying Superman based on what the directors and the producers were doing. I'm assuming, and forgive me if I'm wrong, that was his first big major Hollywood big time role.
And that was a bad role. That was a bad role to start off from that big.
I'm with Josh 100% on that. But where we draw the line is that was all we got. That's it. And I'm not saying he's the worst, but the way they did Campbell and the way that finally we got a Superman movie, not saying it's the greatest, not saying it's the worst, but he got to actually flex his Superman muscles. They actually created or put a villain in there where he could really be Superman. And yes, it had to look like Dragon Ball Z, but that's Superman. I'm with it.
And then when I actually watched it again, it really wasn't that bad how I thought it was when we first saw it in the movie theater. Like when I watched Man of Steel again, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. Like I hated the flashbacks still. Flashbacks gotta go. I hate how they keep doing the flashbacks. The fighting was not that bad. I don't know, maybe because we just saw it in the movie theater, it looked a lot worse in the movie theater to me.
Before Scott, I know you want to say real quick. Before would you have thought any different if the action scenes were still the same in Man of Steel, but instead of it being someone like Zod, let's say Lex Luthor created a robot, right? Or what if or Maximo, the ever evolving nanotech robot, or Metallo, and he still got to do all his Superman action fighting scenes. Would you think different then? Because they actually created a movie where he get to flex his Superman muscles, and now we're at a pace in the world now where technology, we could get away with those scenes. Where back then with Christopher Reeve, God bless him, OG, greatest Superman of all time, those effects wasn't really
right. Those
wasn't really, you know what I'm saying?
Right, they wasn't popping off back then. And I got you. So like, if it would had, I think, maybe it's because the way Avengers is done, because there's a lot of overpowered villains or heroes in the Marvel movies, but the fight scenes don't seem so.
Thor is a damn god.
Right, but even though he's a god, they don't make it seem like the fighting style for that is. It's a little bit easier to keep up with. Like I just feel like Man of Steel, and I get he has to fight on their level. I get that because they're Kryptonians too, but like. In the movie theater, I just thought it was way too much. And that could have been, I was like, bro, it's really Dragon Ball Z, like, without the Z.
I'll be honest. I don't know if this happened in the movie, but I like the scene where they do like a far away camera shot and you can see Superman punching somebody and it looks like a meteor crashing to the city. I like that. I like how it's shot that way. When you remember, actually they did it in Batman vs Superman. In the distance, when I think Ben Affleck was driving the car, and you look up and you see Superman punching Zod right through the building. You can just it looked like a meteor crashing to the ground. That's how to me it's kind of
that's fine. I didn't have no problem with that. I had no problem when it was the hand-to-hand combat stuff. Like,
oh yeah, when it was punching him across the street, and he was floating right to him. Oh,
it was like instant transmission. Like,
I was dying for that. I was dying.
I really wasn't feeling that. I really wasn't feeling that too much. Like, I really wasn't. And
yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah. MCU was more grounded. It was more grounded.
Yeah, they're a little bit more grounded. Because even like when Captain Marvel was fighting, I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't to the extent of Superman, but it just felt like it was more grounded, like you're saying. Yeah,
I know what you mean. I know. I get what you mean. I like that. Yeah, I like that crazy flying fighting because that's me. That's how I always envision Superman.
That's how Superman's supposed to fight. Superman's supposed to fight like that. But my whole thing is, it was really, and then what makes it not better, the effects in Man of Steel were not grade A. They weren't like. A lot of it wasn't good. So like even when he picks up the girl and he tosses her down, like instead of them like showing that he's coming down to get her, it's like he just zips and boom. I just feel like if you ever seen Columbo, the one with Zoe, Colombiana, the fight scenes are they're chopped up. Like the editing is really chopped. And if you watch something like a Jackie Chan movie or The Raid, you see the fight scenes are like one big ass long scene. They don't chop and edit it, you know? And that's how I feel like the fighting style in Man of Steel was really choppy. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
I see what you're saying. I know what they were going for. They were just trying to show you the magnitude of his speed.
Right.
Like, that's how fast he is.
Right. And I get like that. Right. But then I feel like we already know that Superman's already on that level. We already know that he's fast and shit like that. You know?
You want the Matrix. Because remember the Matrix, when the bullets were slowing down, technically it was going in fast speed. It's just that Keanu Reeves was moving so fast.
Exactly.
He was dodging the jump.
I want something like that. And then even like, and you
they
just
tried
put
that in Superman Returns.
Perfect example. Smith and Neo, if we're being honest, they were like the Superman. They were like Superman, and you know, because of their
multiple arms.
Right. But their fight scenes, I mean, I understand it's karate. That's different from Superman doing. But even their scenes when they're fighting, they don't have to do too much to know that it's a powerful fight. You know what I'm saying? So like even when they collide, when the rain's coming down, they collide. The rain stops inside their bubble because you know the hit's so powerful. Then it comes back down. You know what I'm saying? It's like that.
Fair. I got you.
And then like I said, after watching Man of Steel, I was like, okay, it's really not as bad as I thought it was. It's really not.
Superman and Zod could have been at normal speed fighting.
Yes.
Without you knowing that they're moving faster than.
Exactly, because even when you watch
it's subtle things,
right? Even when you watch the animated stuff, it's really rare that you see. Maybe in Superman versus the Elite, you know, he was moving like jet fast like that, but you know, but I mean, it is what it is. Don't get me wrong.
Stuff like that.
I got you.
Stuff like that
makes sense. That makes sense, bro.
Stuff like that doesn't take like super big, effects or graphics or whatever. Right. You know, like you were just saying about the big fights like that. Subtle stuff like that will let you know, oh, this is a super powered fight.
Right. Exactly.
You know, small stuff like in other shows that I've seen, it's like as they're getting ready or when they like feel some kind of force and resistance, their foot in the ground like breaks the concrete.
So you know
it was a subtle shit like that.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with y'all.
Exactly.
I got y'all.
When I was rewatching it, there's this one thing with Zod hit Superman. And like they really don't show him like going far. They just next thing you show he's like in the ground and did it. And I'm like, well, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like if you had showed me like he got punched and the camera was like boom and then he hits the wall, it was a little bit different, you know.
I see what y'all saying.
Yeah,
I see what y'all saying. All right.
But
I got y'all.
I am curious to see the Justice League Snyder cut. I really am. If Jay had never said that the director's cut of Suicide Squad was good, I wouldn't waste my time. I mean, yes, I will because it's free, but because it's HBO. But I'm still gonna watch the Snyder cut. I'm still gonna watch the Snyder cut. I just don't.
You're gonna watch it anyway. You're gonna watch it.
That's true. I just don't think it's gonna save it like everybody think it is. I really don't think
save it.
I don't think it's gonna be
I
on
don't
some
think
whole
people
nother
look
level.
at like I said, what looking to save.
What is it? What would it save?
I think people are looking at it to see like this is going to be the Justice League movie we wanted, and I don't think it's going to be that. I don't
4 years later?
Well, yeah, I mean,
they want to track.
Yeah,
this is the internet. Look, they want to track. They want to see it so they could trash it. They want to confirm how bad the DCEU. I'm serious.
Yeah.
If it's look. We talk. I don't know. We talk about this all. I don't know if we talk about this all the time, but I brought this up before, and I know I definitely shout out to Tony. I talked to him about it before. It's Frosted Flakes and Flakes Frosted. You're not gonna buy no cereal without Tony the Tiger on the front of it.
That's true.
So they just want to make sure. You know what I'm saying? They just want to make sure, bro.
You know what Flakes Frosted.
Oh, you mean that Multi Meal stuff?
No,
in
not
the bag.
even that. No,
See?
it came in a big ass bag with a polar bear on the front.
It's the
not
same
even Tony the
cereal.
Tiger.
It's the same. No,
It's the same cereal. It's just branded different. So people look and they see Frosted Flakes with Tony the Tiger, and they see Flakes Frosted with Teeny the Tiger. And
this man brought back old shit. But like I used to see it Save a Lot. Like
Or Murray's.
But see, it's about the branding because
Murray's.
when you a kid and your mom bought you Flakes Frosted, what you saying? That ain't Frosted Flakes. Get that ish out of here. I ain't eating that. It's the same ish.
Mama, with a tiger. That's a bear.
Yeah,
What is
that's a bear.
What is
Teeny
this?
the bear for Flakes Frosted. That is not Tony the Tiger, bro.
And then you somehow convince yourself it tastes different. Now this it's like this shit don't taste the same.
But
It got soggy quicker.
It did though.
Yeah, it's a branding thing for me. It's like for me, it's I want DCEU, and I'm speaking not for the people, but this is how I perceive people. DCEU making a movie, I want to watch it so I can shit on it. MCU's making a movie, I want to watch it to make sure that I know it's a good movie.
Yeah.
So
at this point, I'm kind of like you. There is no way DC is ever gonna catch up. Like their movies are never gonna be good. Never. I mean, not good. Let me not say that. But
don't say never.
Right. I'm not. Well, I mean, apparently. I'm just saying. I know I'm gonna bring it up again, but look at the writing. People are actually writing over at DC or over at Marvel. They're actually writing. They're reading the source material and they're writing.
You act like I mean, even though it may seem like us
sort of reading the source material, sort of.
Sort of. Look, even though the shit has been shitty, shit has been shitty. Even though it's been bad for a while, you're acting as if WB is purposely hiring like chimpanzees in the writing room.
I mean, hey, if we got 4 movies straight and they damn trash, what do you want me to say, Scott? What the hell you want me to say? And it's crazy. Y'all know me. I'm a DC head. I'm a DC head. And if somebody told me right now, if I wanted to be entertained, should I watch the DCEU or the MCU? I'd be like, don't watch the MCU. Don't even waste your time with the DCEU. Don't even waste it. Unless, and that's not even part of DCEU. But if you want to watch Titans, Doom Patrol, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you know what I was about to do? Just for nostalgia reasoning, I was about to watch. This was last week when I ultimately watched Justice League. I was like, I'm gonna watch Green Lantern just cause. And then, like there was some kind of urge within me that was like, don't you fucking do it.
Bro,
because I wanted to see Sinestro, I just wanted to see it.
Hey. Sinestro.
No.
Sinestro's lit. Yeah, he's lit. He's the best part of the movie, period. That's everything.
I even hate the way I even hate the way the constructs look with the ring. I don't even like the way they look. Like there was no and it maybe like I said because we read comics, but the constructs are come up like different people. Like John Stewart was an engineer. Okay, so when John Stewart, his constructs came like with, when he was built out his constructs, you could see the bolts and stuff with him. One of the Green Lanterns was a writer or a drawer. So when he when he made his constructs, it almost looked like they were drawing. You know, like none of that was in the Green Lantern. Green Lantern was just a waste of. Oh my God, it was just a waste.
You can't expect that from. I don't expect that from any superhero film, and that's including the MCU. And I'm not knocking them when I say that, but that attention to detail that you speak of, nobody in Hollywood is paying attention to that, bro.
I beg to differ. Harry Potter does it. I mean, even though they're not like a comic book, but Harry Potter does.
I'm talking about comic book, not Harry P. Man.
Okay, got
Lord of the Rings got every detail. Like when
I first saw Harry Potter and the pictures were actually like talking and moving, I'm like, that's some grade A detail right there. That's some shit right out of the comic books. You know, that's grade A right there. Like,
and I'm sure J.K. Rollins,
the books. You know,
and I'm sure J.K. is sitting right there,
watching. Yep. Nope. I agree.
Yep.
Like I just
Warner Brothers, I think they get Jerry Jones. They're like, hey, make sure Superman wears this costume because we're putting out action figures next week.
I tell y'all all the time.
We need to make sure.
The Nicolas Cage joint with Kevin Smith, when the producer from the Nicolas Cage Superman was like, no, I want him to fight a big ass spider. And Kevin Smith is like, Superman doesn't have any enemy spiders. What do you mean? I want him to fight a big ass spider. Literally. Kevin Smith tells that story all the time, and that just goes to show you right there. Like, literally, you bring Kevin Smith on, then when he tells you that Superman doesn't fight a spider, fuck your opinion, I want him to fight a spider.
Warner Brothers and Jerry Jones, man.
They are, bro. They really
are. That's why you see, like I brought up before, Task Force. There's another cut to was it Task Force S, and there's a cut to Justice League. Now, these directors are technically to me this, when I see Snyder with this Snyder cut and this cut and that cut, this is to me saying these motherfuckers fuck with my movie, and I want y'all to see what I really wanted to do.
That's what it is.
And WB is like, I apologize.
Yep,
let's see let's see if we can go somewhere with this.
Yep.
And that's what it is to me.
And it's crazy that's what I'm talking about that's exactly what I'm talking about with DC. It took so many people saying it on Twitter, signing petitions for you to actually come out and do it. Why couldn't you just do it from the first go round? Why couldn't you just do it from the first go round? That's my whole joke. Like, I completely understand that Zack Snyder was going through, his daughter had passed away. Then why not just put the movie on hold? If you had told people right now that, Zack Snyder going through some things, he putting the movie on hold, I would have been fine with that. I'm hoping most people would have been fine with that because he just lost his daughter.
That's the thing. They don't expect the public to be that emotionally invested. They want the product.
But see,
they don't want the.
I think that was a different day and time. Now shit gets
now the world is PC and soft.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's completely different. Like, I mean, nobody's just.
It's the truth, Jay.
I mean,
it is.
It's changed. If our 2002 to 2004 selves see how the world is now, you'd be like,
we laugh.
Hey.
Yeah, agree, bro.
My goodness. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, even Whedon, not my bad. Even Snyder, they've done great movies before, and then they work with a certain studio, and they want certain things, and they can't say no.
Yeah.
So the best they can do is compromise. And then they get blamed for it, and this is them fighting back with these cuts.
And I absolutely agree, because you want things go a certain way. We talk about Ava DuVernay. She was set to direct Black Panther, but she said her views in Disney were different. And she let me make it sense. She said there was no beef. She just said she wanted to do this way, and Marvel politely said, "Well, nah, we kind of want to do it this way." And she was just like, "Well, this is not for me." Okay, so. At some point in Kevin has to say, okay, I want this movie to be like this. And I get that. And I understand. I completely get that. But I feel like all DC says is, we want it this way. Fuck your opinion. We want it this way. I'm not even going to take a little bit of consideration of what you think.
Yeah.
Screw it all.
I think that's starting to change. I think that's starting to change when they got James Gunn.
Yeah. I agree. That's what I think.
See, I think we'll see, because with James Gunn's situation,
They snatched him up super quick when Marvel let him go because of those tweets. DC snatched him up so fucking quick because they want his success. They want his newness.
But here's the thing,
I bet $1,000 they let James Gunn rock.
See,
I'm
saying the complete opposite. Yeah. I'm going to say the complete opposite. I don't think they're going to let him. I don't think they're going to let him rock the way we're thinking. Now watch. I think his show.
I think they let him. I think they gave him the key. So. They were like, "Here."
I don't think so. I don't think DC gonna let him do that. I don't think DC gonna let him do that.
I think they gave him the keys and said, "Please save us, help us."
Yeah, I was Scott. He came.
You have success. You have success with our fucking rival, and you came to us. Save us. Thank you. I think that's what.
Would you be surprised if Suicide Squad has the same sort of James Gunn vibe as the Guardians?
I told y'all.
I already know. It will.
Suicide Squad is literally going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. It's literally going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. It really is. Because think about it. Guardians had all the personality. You really getting that with Suicide Squad. Guardians is going to be Suicide Squad, any way you look at it. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because if the formula works, why not? You know what I'm saying? If the formula works, why not? I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's going to happen now, but a year from later, we're going to be talking about this, and I guarantee James Gunn is going to say, well, I wanted to do some things, but DC would not let me. But now, I do agree with y'all. I do agree with y'all saying, if this works, and Suicide Squad is good, it's going to open a whole new door for DC. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that.
And y'all can document this now. If Suicide Squad has the same vibe as Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm going to give it the biggest.
It's going to be good.
I'm going to give it the Hulkamania leg drop. No, I'm a Hulkamania leg drop. I'm a Hulkamania leg. You better not do it, James Gunn. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare rip the originality. They're not even the same. See, this is. I might just stay in the comic book world, man. Because man,
I'm telling you, he's going to do it because there'd be no reason for him not to do it. Okay, think about it.
He just took Guardians and just gave it to Suicide. If he does that, bro, I'm done.
Because there would be absolutely no way for him not to do it. Like he would. I'm not saying that he can't do it, but that's going to require a lot. Now remember, I know James Gunn. He's also writing it, right? So I'm pretty sure he got help writing it. But remember, now Scott, you actually had an acting career. Now, does the writer have to take this to the producer and be like, okay, this is what we got? And the producer gives it green light, red light? How does that work?
My bad. I tuned the fuck out.
Oh my God, let's just cut you off from the call. All I'm saying is that somebody still has to look over the script. Somebody still has to do that. And somebody from DC or Warner Brothers is going to do that. And I can see them going like, nope. And then
but here's the thing. If you're comparing track records, or at least recent track records, and comparing, especially if you want to get even more specific with the companies and comic book interpretations of their track record, James Gunn had a lot, or should have had a lot to say. And I think when he went there, it wasn't, oh, well, I'm tucking my tail between my legs since, Marvel let me go and I'm going to I think he went to DC with it, was like, look, y'all know what I'm capable of. You know that I can do this, or I'm not afraid to be different. No, all his fucking movies are like weirdish different. They're just different.
Agreed.
So if you let me rock, if you let me experiment and save you, because it's not like you guys are batting the best average right now.
Right.
So let me do my thing. It's not going to be rated R, but let me do my thing. And I think that's what it comes to. It's like, oh, you're not going to show nudity, are you? I mean, this is a overall it's a kids movie.
Well, see, that's another thing. I think DC needs to get out that phase of it's a kids movie, it's an adult movie. I mean, I don't think we need to have that And let me say this, because even the animated stuff from DC, it's not for kids. Like I mean, some of it's not. Like Apocalypse was definitely not for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then we live in a different.
Don't make it too dark.
But here's the thing: we live in a different age now. Kids are seeing way stuff before they should. Okay, so that whole thing is kind of obsolete now. Like kids seeing a whole bunch of crap, man. I remember we talked about it, sneaking up watching sex bites. That shit's out in the open now. Kids can see that on their computer whenever they want. You know what I'm saying? So I think that whole thing about, oh, it's a kid movie and all that's going to be gone. Soon that's going to be gone. Nobody's going to worry about that. Just like, because I'm going to tell you right now, there are parents, okay? I know some parents who let their kids listen to any type of thing, you know, because they was like, oh, well, they know the difference. So that really goes out the window. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be kids that want to see the R-rated Deadpool movie. You think their parents gonna stop them? Nah, there's gonna be a few. There's gonna be a few parents, but a majority of them gonna be like, okay, let's go see Deadpool, even if it is rated R. So Marvel, I mean DC's whole thing, that they don't know if it wants to be dark, they don't know if it want to be lighthearted. Just make the goddamn movie. You know what I'm saying? Just make the movie.
Make the damn movie, man. No, I don't want you to be MCU. I don't want you to follow their model. That's why I'm hoping James Gunn don't bring that Guardian stuff to Suicide Squad. If it's like Suicide Squad, if it's like Suicide Squad and it works and people flock to Suicide Squad because it's like Guardians of the Galaxy, why should I watch DCEU then? Why should I watch anything DCEU then?
Exactly.
I like alternatives, bro.
Exactly.
So
don't
like that.
Yeah, I agree. Don't give me that. Just make a movie. Whatever is rated, that's
man.
the rating. Whatever it is, that's it.
WB, throw your money at the director you want and step aside and let the chips fall. And if it don't work, find somebody else. And if it do, build on it. It's just that simple. That black and white.
They definitely.
Or option three, you know, is make another Batman movie every 3-4 years.
No, don't do that. We don't we don't want to see that bullshit. Don't make no Batman.
Or Shazam 18.
Man, like, but once again,
they making a Long Halloween.
Yeah, but that's what the Batman is supposed to be based off, the Long Halloween, right? It's supposed to be based off the comic book, The Long Halloween. So, and see, that's another. I definitely feel like DC they never know what they want to do with that type of stuff. But they'll kick out an animated movie, and that shit is the business. I don't see the disconnect. It throws me off.
And the Apocalypse movie ended the animated stuff, the whole series, right? They ended it. Why would you do that? That's the best thing. That's the best thing cranking. That's the best thing working for y'all right now.
It's different companies. That's why. The DCEU is one entity, and whoever does the animated or live action, it's like other entities. So you asking this entity right here to produce that same quality of stuff or similar to this, and these are probably writers or producers, directors that, you know, been in the game for a long time, wrote a whole bunch of stuff, and probably isn't as knowledgeable as these smaller time people who actually know this shit, who have to are trying to make a come up or actually do their research and do it. By the time they get here, it's like, oh, fuck y'all, I'm gonna have this motherfucker fight a giant spider. He's gonna spit venom, and it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot,
and we're gonna sell it to the public, and they're gonna like it because it's Superman and got a fucking S on his chest, and he's white. That's what it's gonna sell.
And then that's another thing that Marvel has learned. Marvel has learned that diversity is key. They have learned that. They have learned.
You've seen that a lot.
Like, and I definitely feel like DC has not learned that.
Well, Aquaman is Hawaiian, Samoan.
I'm about to say Hawaiian.
Well, yeah, Samoan. Hawaiian isn't a thing, but yeah.
But look, their DC Trinity is still not wrapped around diversity. It's white people. Like, I hate to say it, but it's Superman, Batman, and whatchamacallit. Now, going into the future, I hope, since the new Batman is black, you know, the new Wonder Woman is a different. But you're making my whole point. They're not going to put them at the front line. They're going to use the same old Justice League to lead the cause.
No, I don't think in my lifetime I will see a live action Batman movie
where he's black.
where he's black.
I agree. I don't think that's gonna happen for us. I don't.
Maybe my grandkids one day.
No, they won't see it either. They won't see it either.
Just call me when a new season of Titan and Doom Patrol.
Right, Doom Patrol is so damn good. Man. All right, y'all. Y'all got anything else? Cause my big ass hungry. So y'all got anything else?
Yeah, I got one last thing.
Here we go.
Hey, Disney, MCU. Black Widow, let it go, bro. Drop that joint on Disney Plus, man. It's okay.
Yeah, I agree. Like at this point, I don't understand why. Yeah, they just need to drop it on Disney
it again
and just be done.
It's
They
okay,
did.
bro.
When's it supposed to come out?
Man.
Damn, man, just let it go.
No, they don't need to let it go. I want to see it. I want to see it.
I'm not saying shelf it.
Drop
it.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Just
drop offer for $30, and then after like a month or two, put it on there for free.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, and did y'all see the sneak peek for? Well, not even the sneak peek. I didn't even know Black Lightning started right February 8th.
Yeah. I didn't see it. I haven't watched it yet.
I didn't see it. No,
I haven't watched it. I still need to watch Batwoman, man. It's not good.
The girl,
Superman and Lois. I can't watch it.
I heard Superman and Lois was good.
Yeah, they said that's been getting some good reviews. That's been getting some good reviews. That shit's been getting some good reviews.
You a hater, Josh. Shut up.
No. I'm not like, hey, Jay, I'm not gonna hate. Hey, I was hating hard. I was hating hard on it.
I was like, man, this is not gonna be good. I said it. I gotta admit where I'm wrong. I actually looked at review and IGN gave that thing an 8. They gave that thing an 8.
I'm gonna get I ain't gonna lie. I was talking to Ming about this. I'll get the CW app and I'll watch Superman and Lois live because I want to see Flash as it happens.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that Netflix has a deal with CW where after the season finale, they're gonna put on Netflix 8 days after the season finale.
Oh wow!
So I'll catch Black Lightning 8 days after the season finale because that show's trash. But I'll watch Superman and Lois live, and then I'm gonna watch Flash live on the CW.
I do want to see Superman and Lois because man, I've been reading some good stuff about Superman and Lois, and I've been I'm like, whoa.
I was so skeptical.
I was the first one. I'm like, oh, this shit gonna be trash. Don't watch.
Matter of fact, hold on. With your poll, you said Welland, Campbell. Throw Dean Cain in there. I bet you throw Dean Cain in there.
Dean Cain. That show was great.
Out of time.
Lois and Clark was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Lois and Clark was good. That was good.
Let's go, Dean Cain.
TNT.
Lois and Clark was good. And that joint lasted a good couple of seasons too.
It was on for a while. It was on like NBC or CBS.
Yeah, that thing had a lot of seasons, bro.
But we all grew to appreciate it on TNT.
Yeah, on TNT. Yes.
Hey, 4 seasons. 93. Oh God.
93 episodes.
It was old. No, 93 is when it came out.
Dang, 93.
I thought it was later. Yeah, I thought it was later than that. I thought it was like mid 90s.
Oh my God.
It probably was reruns. I was probably watching reruns. You know how,
man. I definitely want to go see that new joint. I was impressed with that Superman and Lois. They said that thing is banger rank. I was like, whoa, I gotta watch that. Let me tune in, big fella. Let me tune in. Let me tune in. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna check it out. I was like, okay.
Let me tune into that.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Oh man.
Because I can't catch it because of my work schedule. I'm always at work that time of night, so I'll never be able to watch it live on TV. But I was like, Ming was like, it's on the CW app. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get the CW app.
Gotta tune in for that one.
And I'm gonna check out this Lois and Superman and I was about to call it Lois and Clark, like the Superman girl.
I always want to say, what is it called?
Superman and Lois.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tune into Superman and Lois. Yeah, but that thing's been getting some good reviews, man. So yeah.
Go Superman and Lois.
All right, y'all. I love my brethrens. Chocolate producers.
Yeah, I'm hungry too, bro.
I'm starving. I'm starving. Love y'all. Scott, be easy in New York. We're gonna come visit you when COVID over. Not before.
Keep studying, Scott.
Keep studying the better you, bro. You got this. And remember, school's for fools.
Look at me.
All right, y'all.
All right,
Oh my God.